It's no surprise that the music in a music anime is the one given the most attention to by its audience. However, once you listen to their lyrics, which complete the overall message of the music itself, it shifts to a certain uncanny valley. What's up everyone, it's Migzu here, and today I will be breaking down what happens when a music anime places a significant importance to its lyrics. Analyzing cases in Bandori's newest ventures, its MyGO and its sequel, Ave Mujica. Crychic was formed by Sakiko Togawa, and on its first voyage, we see how much of a dynamic duo she is with a certain Tomori Takamatsu. Now, Tomorin is what I would describe and what the franchise describes as a weird kid. She likes things that are not very much liked by the quote-unquote normal crowd at her age. However, one thing that she does have the strength in is poetry, and that comes hand in hand with writing song lyrics. That's why she becomes a dynamic duo with Sakiko when Sakiko asks Tomori to be part of her band, Crychic. So essentially, Tomori completes Sakiko's song with her poetic lyrics. Take for example, Haruhikage. This song is usually meant for Sakiko or maybe for Crychic, but it was written by Tomori to describe her experiences opening up to the world with the help of a supportive group. That being said, that group could be one person or a group of people. And there are 3 instances in which this is exemplified in. In the line, "Inside the darkness within the one-way road, I keep on writing down words in anticipation," Tomorin laments how she used her words to try and reach out from the shadow as she was locked in the darkness before. It is a direct explanation of how words got her through it, got her through the painful darkness that she experienced. And in the next instance, "But the light gently took me on," shows how much Crychic believed in her when she felt like everybody else was against her. Again, she was a weird kid in school. This was sung beautifully. This instance of Haruhikage's message was sung beautifully in its 3rd instance. "Oh, how blindingly bright it is. Oh, how utterly beautiful it is." This indicates that this is the first time that she ever saw something beautiful like light, and she did that with the help of Crychic. And you can feel the lyrics, you can feel that message when Tomori sings it, in how much passion and emotion she brings to this part. Listen to this. In essence, Sakiko also felt like she belonged as well, as somebody who helped Tomori come out of the darkness. In one fell swoop, however, things would change. In the 7th episode of the MyGO anime, a guitar has replaced her piano as Tomorin's savior. Even Mutsumi, who was in the audience with Sakiko, gets affected by her words, which means Tomorin's words have a certain kind of power to them in relating to other people. Tomori is not one to write whatever thing she wants to write on her notebook. She looks back on experiences, on things that she feels about, emotions that she never knew she would feel, emotions that she never thought that she would feel. And this is all relative. These are all relative to the people that she meets. Therefore, Haruhikage was thought to mean a song mostly for Sakiko. And this kind of affectedness in music, in Tomori's lyrics, to other people, actually gets exemplified better, now in a more positive way, in MyGO episode 10. In the song Utakotoba, there is a line that is very similar to Haruhikage, where Tomori sings, "The song I'll sing it now, please reach all the way to your heart, is there still time?" This captures Tomorin wanting to still help out even if everybody wanted to quit MyGO, or what would become MyGO in the future. If it would take too long, that's why she has a question in it. She laments on how much time it could take, but she still wants to try and help out, even if time is running out. Tomori would not care, she just wishes to run alongside them, which she did. In essence, Tomori's lyrics capture you, but instead of caging you, her words are hands reaching out, maybe even guiding you, maybe even standing with you, holding hands together. Both of these animes show Sakiko, or revolve around Sakiko, as its central character, who is also conveniently and plot-wise the object of most of Tomori's lyrics, even when she's already running with MyGO. In short, Tomori wants people to be happy, and it shows in her lyrics. She wants to lend out a helping hand. When it comes to Sakiko, however, only one other person wants to keep her happy, albeit in a different manner. Unlike her stint with Kreishik, Sakiko's stint with Ave Mujica is as horrifying as it can get, and it straightforwardly reflects on the type of lyrics, which were written by none other than Sumimi's very own Misumi Uika. And I will explain. In Kill Kiss, the line "manipulated and discharged, a soundless sound spreads, abandoning names, your mosaic is crying," thematically and theatrically establishes Ave Mujica as a band. As a bandori plot device, each band's members have something to look forward to. But Ave Mujica's themes are towards a mystery of an unseen puppeteer's masquerade of dolls. And that's the concept that Sakiko would like to try out with Ave Mujica, because she wants to forget things, and she recruited people who would also be part of the same thing. The line, "yes, like just like this, break apart," uses the literary device of foreshadowing, reflecting on how they all reveal their faces forcefully and willingly during the first Ave Muji Budokan concert, shown in the very end of episode 1. However, this is merely a glimpse of what is yet to be broken. Even the happenings at the very end of episode 1 was just a glimpse of how far the downward spiral goes. In the song Imperson 12, a song Uika wrote that wasn't meant to be released actually, has repeated lines of "you know I want." This, coupled with the line preceding it, "look, you can't escape, I confine you as weaken," shows how much Uika desires someone enough to trap them in a cage. And in its companion song Crucifix 10, there exists many elements of biblical crucifixion, such as the line, "Ah, is your melody, the one that humiliated me, still raging wildly?" This reflects an earlier episode on how Sakiko feels conflicted about continuing Kreishik or Ave Mujica. She struggles on which one she would run with, the former of which she received a well-deserved closure. As an act of generosity, Tomori offered her lyrics to Uika, but she rejects it very promptly. These simple gestures and a line from Georgette We Georgette You, the ending theme of Ave Mujica, that reads, "Please won't you meet me at journey's end, I feel as though I may be finally able to reach you," makes it seem Uika has a pretty dark obsession towards something. Now there's a really interesting video, and there are actually a lot of videos that actually describe Uika's desire turning to devotion turned obsession. And those are really good analysis videos. I recommend you watch them. I'll put some of them in the description below. But you go check that out. But essentially, that's where the lyrics of Uika are turning into. In essence, Uika is like a force of nature whisking you away like it's a tornado from The Wizard of Oz. Uika's lyrics make you feel like you're in a maze that you're trapped in. There's no way out. Or they actually feel like hands that want to pull you down into the world, which complements Ave Mujica's line that Dolores, aka Uika, says, "Yokoso Ave Mujica no sekai e." The biggest difference between Tomori and Uika is mostly seen in their latest interaction. The gesture of Tomori writing something on her notebook and the gesture of Uika not accepting it herself shows how much confident they both are in lyric writing. Tomori was almost hesitant at first with writing Haruhikage, but eventually she grows to continue inspiring people with her words. And that's shown mostly in the MyGO anime when she wrote about Uta Kotoba, and she actually tried writing lyrics about Sakiko to inspire her to be happy. On the other hand, Uika's lyrics read like a chain was wrapped around your neck and you cannot leave if you want to live. Well, that's very morbid, but let's be honest, that's what Ave Mujica has been recently, so you can't really blame me for that. They feel possessive. By they, I mean Uika and her lyrics. Like, they want something from you. They want to get something from you. They desire maybe you, yourself. Tomori's lyrics have the power to motivate, while Uika's lyrics have the ultimate power of desire. Both of them rely around one certain person, and that would be Sakiko Togawa. Overall, Tomori's lyrics feel like they're helping you out, while Uika's lyrics lock you into the world of Ave Mujica. And this polarity between the two singers writing songs make for very interesting character dynamics, the likes of which we had seen in that same episode. This is a kind of concept that I never thought would be fleshed out in the Bandori universe as much as it would for certain characters only. But in here, it became a very central thing and central element, especially when it comes to the main themes of both bands. But anyways, guys, I've been rambling on for too long. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you got something out of this. If you have any opinions on Bandori, Ave Mujica, and MyGO, I would love to listen to all of those opinions. So please put them in the comments below. If you have any other theories that you also wanted to know or you want me to talk about, then yes, please do all of that in the comments below. Leave a like on this video if you want to see more of this stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And hey, please check out the Maximum the Hormone EP that I did, that I also have. Please listen to my latest cover, Haru Hikage. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe for some good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.